Hey, listen, shout out to all my new subscribers. I appreciate everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Saturday, and Shireen World is definitely up here bringing you guys the awareness. Let's go. Welcome to Shireen's real quick. Let's go. Let's get into this real quick. It's Saturday. Welcome to Shireen's World, everybody. I appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you. Listen, as you know, I'm Shireen. I'm a peer mentor survivor for domestic violence and narcissistic abuse relationships. Okay, I bring awareness. I bring my story. I help out other people. I just help other people get that voice. Listen, listen, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause, real quick. Let's do a big round of applause. I'm coming up here because I wanted to give you guys some information. Make sure you guys check me out on the WBDY 99.5 radio station live July 3rd. Okay, right here in Binghamton. Okay, Shireen will be hosting her own podcast live July 3rd. All right. So make sure y'all check me out. Save it on the calendar, 6 p.m. Alrighty. Yeah, check me out. That is a Friday. All right. So before y'all go to them clubs, them bars, and them shingdings, all right, make sure y'all tune in. Especially if you're in Binghamton, you could definitely turn on your radio, turn on to 99.5, and tune in. Also, I would definitely share that other information to you guys, regarding my Patreon and things like that. Okay. So, yeah, to be able to see me, support, whatever it is. Alrighty, so make sure y'all check me out on the WBDY 99.5 radio station, okay? July 3rd, all right, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay, everybody? All right, don't forget, even if you're in Pennsylvania, no matter where you come, show some support. All right, everybody. All right, don't forget, even if you're in Pennsylvania, no matter where you come, show some support. If you need some awareness, share your story. My whole goal is to help other people bring their stories. Maybe they can, get a voice. Whatever it is, that is my goal, okay? All right, my boots is on the ground for Binghamton, the whole Broome County. All right, whether you're a male or a female. Listen, all right, before we get into this real quick, let's get into this. Hold on. Now y'all know it is Saturday, and them narcissists is gonna be lurking, whether they're male or female. They're gonna be lurking in them streets, them bars, them clubs, them shingdings. They're open. They're out there. They in there. All right. They was probably out there last night. I know they was at them after hour spots, turning it up. Police watching. It was crazy. It probably had some fights. Who knows? They make it bad for the people that do want to come out and enjoy themselves, because there's nothing wrong with you going out and enjoying yourself. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that when you do go out and you are single and you're in the mingling world, pay attention, especially in Broome County. Right now, it's too much going on in Binghamton. There's too much going on in Broome County. I keep telling y'all, keep your third eye open. Half of y'all, that third eye been shut long time ago, and it's still shut. All right. So make sure, listen, it's too much going on. All right. Especially what went on in Endwell and everything with the Knights and Fire and all the families and everyone that lost their lives behind that situation. It is sad at the end of the day. So if you are in Binghamton or in the Broome County area, make sure you guys go out towards City Hall where the courts is at and go show some love and support. Okay, make sure y'all do. All right. Make sure y'all do help. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. If you are a victim, a survivor, a thriver, or anybody that just want to educate yourself on domestic violence, please get the information that you need, okay? It is real out here with these people. My whole goal is to bring awareness, to wake everybody up on what is a narcissist and how they operate in these relationships out here. Ladies and gentlemen, you are not crazy. I totally promise you. All right? Make sure y'all do. understand how it feels, okay? Make sure y'all check, a march. I'm getting that working in the background. I already hit up the county. I'm getting everything in the works. You understand? The only thing that I gotta do, all right, is get the insurance going. So I'm looking for any sponsors, whatever the case may be, all right? That's what's going on at the end of the day. I'm just trying to get the insurance going, and we in there. We could be in there for July 28th, marching for domestic violence and narcissistic abuse awareness. Okay. That is the whole goal for everybody to come together and bring peace. All right. I'm in the works of getting everything going. I'm trying to reach out to, advocates, and, I'm trying to get some advocates to come out and talk. I'm trying to get the city involved, and listen. All right, it's real out here. The whole goal is to bring awareness to domestic violence and narcissistic abuse relationships, whether they're a male or a female. And the whole goal is to wake up the judges and the council members and everybody in those offices, to understand what's going on out here in these streets. There are real survivors, real victims. Some people ain't even make it. They're 6 feet under. You understand? And we're tired of seeing people come through these doors multiple times, no matter same victim, different victim, and nothing gets done. And then they get looked at crazy or whatever the case may be. You understand? No. I personally feel like male or female, when you soon as you go through them doors and you get charged with domestic violence, they should be sending you off for some type of help. It should be nipped in the butt right then and there. It should be help. And I'm not trying to say to help that abuser or whatever, but it should be some help because that's also helping the victim to get away from those situations. That's also giving the victim opportunity to come out and speak out more about what they're going through because they're seeing that, all right, this person is just not coming through these doors back and forth. You understand? So, ladies and gentlemen, listen, y'all toxic, narcissistic females out there and y'all narcissistic men out there, y'all need to stop antagonizing people. I don't speak up for y'all. The only thing I can say for y'all type of people is y'all need help. And I don't even think a therapist could help y'all. But at the end of the day, my whole goal is to wake up these victim survivors or anybody that want to educate themselves, okay? So listen, July, July 28th. I'm trying to get this march going for 11 a.m. downtown. I got everything in the works in the cut. I did post up some flyers. I did post up some things, but it will be major more being posted about this, okay? Like I said, I got everything in the cuts working. The only thing I got to do is get the insurance for it. That's it. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Listen, they willing to pull up the barricades for us. They willing to, you understand what I'm saying? So the whole goal about the march is to bring everybody together peacefully. You understand? I am looking for two men out in Binghamton, Broome County, John City, whatever. I am looking for two women, victim survivors, to come out and just share their story, share what they went through. That's not scared to do so. You understand? And I will, try to get some people out that's in the community, while we out there to share what they've been through or whatever the case may be. And I'm also trying to get these advocates to come out and give y'all some flyers and give y'all some stuff that y'all can understand. Listen, it's stuff out here. But the whole goal is to make sure that they understand we mean business and not in a bad way, more in a peaceful way. Because I understand there's a lot going on in Binghamton. There is so much going on, a lot going on, a lot of homelessness, a lot of everything. It is so much, okay? But also these survivors and these thrivers and these victims are all mixed in there. And we have to wake our community up. We all have to come together at the end of the day, no matter what you've been through. We have to come together. But I feel like this march is needed. It's very much needed because it's real out here in Broome County. All right, y'all. And not just for that, I advocate for myself and I advocate for others. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So the whole goal is breaking the cycle, all right? If you going out to them bars, them clubs, and them shingdings and Binghamton, make sure y'all stay safe out there. Watch out for them narcissistic females and watch out for them narcissistic men, especially them females that want to be out there fighting and doing all that crazy stuff. Them loudmouth, finger popping, those, I don't even know what you want to call it, all right? But y'all make sure y'all be safe out there and watch out for them narcissistic men. All right, they be in the cut, they marry you. They do all of that. The females do it too. Okay? And like I keep telling you, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to find your wife or your husband in the club, in the bars, wearing half their body or their skin showing, looking at every female or doing the most. You're not going to see that. at all whatsoever. There's nothing wrong with going out, but it's all how you conduct yourself and how you act out there in these streets, okay? And also, I keep telling you, anybody could go through a domestic violence, narcissistic relationship, toxic relationship, whatever, but it's all how you come out that situation and heal. I don't care, right? You could look like whatever, you could have whatever, but when you start speaking nasty and toxic, you already show me the type of person that you are, which is nasty and toxic and unhealed. So, ladies and gentlemen, the whole goal is what? Is breaking the cycle, educating yourself, understanding what's going on, breaking that cycle, that generational curse. So if you know that your mom been through it, your dad been through, somebody in your family been through it, I keep telling y'all, it's not your fault. Shireen will get it. I know. All right, but you got to break it. It don't matter how long it take you to break that cycle. You just got to break that cycle, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, I'm gonna start heading up out of here. And make sure y'all check me out on the WBDY 99.5 radio station right here in Binghamton live July 3rd at 6 p.m. Okay. I'll be coming out my first day on the podcast of Shireen World. It is called Shireen World, okay, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will be introducing myself once again, what I do. And listen, we're gonna be taking calls. We're gonna get it going. All right. We just begun. We just begun. My whole goal is to bring awareness. I'm not out here to be fighting with people. I'm not out here to be doing none of that. I don't have time. With these narcissists and these men and these